right? Any guy can choose to be like, oh, we're going to split the bill 50-50. So that's why I say that that's more of the equivalent, is because if you're talking about gold digging from a test of moral character, the same test applies to being a cheapskate for men. I think guys screw this up because they confuse that. And it's like, no, you got to be smart about this, because like if a woman says a man should pay for dates, she's not wrong and she's not a gold digger.
Because a gold digger, they're not really feminine. They're like masculine in a way because they're looking to get money. It's not a business, but it is to them, right? If it's a true gold digger,
right,
her objective is money. True.
Yeah.
Like you're 1,000% true that a lot of guys would take every opportunity.
Yeah.
They hate on OnlyFans girls, but I know that they'd be doing that
right,
if the tables were turned.
Right.
Like, and I'm not condoning that either.
Yeah.
But you also can't be a hypocrite. Like I get that you guys don't have the ability to go and do that, but if they did,
right,
they would take it, like, and it would be normalized.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing about it. That's why it's like, but I'm thinking that the male equivalent of a gold digger maybe is a cheapskate. Maybe that's really what it is. It's like being a cheapskate.
So? Well, I'm
like,
thinking about the ones where like the women are taking care of them, and like, I mean, maybe they don't get an allowance, but I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like I don't know, the psychology is a little bit different. That's why I'm saying like a cheapskate is the equivalent of like of the same.
Guys can be escorts and stuff though too.
Well, yeah, but
is that not the same?
No, because it is, but it isn't. It's like, yeah, that's the 1-to-1 equivalent, but because of the opportunity difference and the way that things are valued, right? Like a woman has, any attractive woman has opportunity to make money from her sexuality. Any attractive woman, right? Mm-hmm. So any attractive guy does not, right? Maybe extremely attractive guy, certain situations, right, could. But any guy has the ability to be a cheapskate, right? Mm-hmm. Any guy can choose to be like, oh, we're going to split the bill 50-50. So that's why I say that that's more of the equivalent, is because if you're talking about gold digging from a test of moral character, the same test applies to being a cheapskate for men, right? Because it's the same temptation. Because the woman's like, I could get more money for free, and the guy's like, I could save more money, right?
Okay, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But both are at the sacrifice of the relationship, or making the relationship transactional. That's why I make that equivalent.
Yeah,
so,
I mean it has to be transactional, right? Like there's no other way. You can't be a gold digger and it not be transactional.
Yeah, exactly. So, but guys, but the other thing I think that's important to understand is that guys confuse smart women who are feminine and want a masculine man who provides with being a gold digger.
Right.
Commonly. And that is not the same thing, right? It's
or like lazy, or something like she just doesn't want to work. Like they're actually shooting themselves in the foot. Like, I mean, we've talked about it a lot, but I do think men are confused by what they want, especially like what you just said. You can't want a feminine woman and then she goes into the office. Like some women say that they can be masculine at work and and feminine at home.
Yeah, and I believe it.
And I'm not saying that they can't do that, but the true way to have a feminine woman 100% of the time is, like you said, to provide. The man provides 100%, so she can just be feminine. Yeah.
And even if she goes into the workplace, it's taking the financial responsibility off her shoulders. Right. That's
because that will help her be feminine at home.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think guys screw this up because they confuse that, and it's like, no, you got to be smart about this, because you do want a woman. Like if a woman says a man should pay for dates, she's not wrong, and she's not a gold digger, right? She might be saying it because she's a gold digger, but that does not make her a gold. That's like you want that woman, because what do you want? You want a feminine woman or a feminist woman? Because the feminist woman is going to say it's 50-50. I don't need a man to pay for me, right? So you can't have it both ways, right? That's like, you're sure that the feminist woman isn't a gold digger? Okay, maybe she's one in disguise. I don't know. But the feminine woman is going to demand that a guy pays for her day. She's not going to demand it. She's going to only respect men that are willing to provide.
Right. Well, and there'll be other things that she wants that will prove to you that she's feminine rather than a gold digger.
Right.
Like she'll be feminine in other ways as well too. She might have standards and be firm in those or boundaries.
Yeah.
But also be a pleasant, like soft,
yeah,
feminine energy. Like because a gold digger, like they're not really feminine. They're like masculine in a way because they're looking to get money. Right? Like it's not a business, but it is to them, right? If it's a true gold digger, her objective is money and she'll forgo whatever to get the money. And that is kind of like a it's not a business, but that's her business. You know what I mean? That's what she's working towards. And so she will come off a little masculine because she's trying to get that. Like she might try to pretend to be feminine, but you'll still know, like, though I do feel like there are clues. Like guys act like there's no clues. And like you said, they might use like, oh, well, she expected me to pay on the first date as a clue, but that's not really a clue. But you should know, like, if you think about it, you should be able to tell somebody's character a little bit better than they're acting like you can.
Well, look, if someone really is a gold digger, if a woman really is a gold digger, right? She's already made the choice that she's willing to trade, to sacrifice her moral integrity, right? Or her values for money. She's for sale. So you think that's just going to apply in one area of her life? It's going to apply in every area of her life, right? She'll always make that choice. Once someone's made that choice, they've committed to that choice. That's the choice they're going to make. So you can very easily tell that by looking at what other things that they're trading for money. I mean, I think that's the
true,
clearest
because
way.
They're money focused.
Yeah,
and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but that's also why I boldly said that well, I mean, if a woman is willing to trade that for money, then it is a form of prostitution, right? So, because that's what else do we call it? I mean, that's what it is.